Hello! Hi everybody! It's Luke here. Hi from the internet. Hello. Uh, I've got the chat open. Let me know if you can see me and hear me okay. We are trying some crazy technical jazz here to make this work, and I just don't know if it will, or maybe not all of it will. Hello, hi everyone in the chat. Drew says hello. Hi, Capralord says hi, Luke. Alex Broadhurst, yo, yo, yo. Orangeful says you are seen and heard. Okay, but can you see and hear this? Is that coming through okay? Are we getting some piano there if I do that? Yeah? We're getting some... Cool. Well, that's great. That is wonderful news and very exciting for me. So let me tell you a little bit about the setup that we've got going here. As you can see, I've got a keyboard. And I think for a while, we're just going to mess around and have some fun with that. Maybe later, if we come up with something nice that we want to try and record. I've got a slightly ambitious extra setup, which you can see here. There we go. That's Logic Pro 10 on a Mac that's plugged in. So if we want to try any recording or like try to play any guitar or anything like that, we can give that a go. But I tell you what, that is the point at which I think this might all fall apart. So for now, how about we just chill out and have a good time with the keyboard, making some music. I tell you what I will do, and you can excitingly watch as I do this live. I didn't put this on my Instagram stories yet, but I probably should, right? So hang on, let's just take a little picture of the piano. You're getting this exciting content live. There we go. Cool. All right, and I'm just popping out the link. Yep. And you know I'll make it brief. Watch stream now, I'll say. Watch a stream now. Swipe up, please. Okay. Okay, yeah, that'll do. Swipe up, please, and wish me luck. All right. And send it, chef. Okay, there we go. Now I feel like I've done my sort of social homework and all my due diligence. Thanks for bearing with me there. Okay, so I thought today what we might do is mess around with a chord sequence. Now, I haven't thought too much about it yet because I thought the whole point of the stream was we would just, sort of evolve things and go with the flow a little bit. But this is actually a chord sequence that's on my song Model Ships. It's in the bridge, and it goes like this. It goes F, G, E minor, A minor, which is pretty nice, right? So I thought that in the song, in Model Ships, there's so much going on and the distortion's so intense on the guitars, you can't really hear how nice and how lush that sequence sounds, and I think it's really beautiful. So I thought, very melancholic, says Sun Arctus. Yeah, that's exactly how I feel about it. So I thought maybe it would be good to just try and like expand on that a little bit, just mess around with it, and just try and come up with something else. So that's what we're gonna do. So let's start by just playing it through a few times. So there's the F and the G and the E minor and the A. Now what I did there that time around that I didn't do the first time was I added in a seventh. So there's not going to be loads of musical theory on this stream for one very good reason. I don't know very much, but I do know a little bit about sevenths, and they're going to be pretty important as we play. So let me tell you how sevenths work. And I'm sorry if this is boring. I promise I'll make it brief. So if we're playing C, that key I'm playing there, that's C. In a C major scale, there are 8 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you number them like that because it's sort of helpful and you can apply it to other keys as well. So C major is made up of a major third and a perfect fifth. So if I play that, that's a C major chord, and that is 1 because it's C, which is number 1, and then up, 1, 2, 3. That's 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5. So that is a first, a third, and a fifth going on in there. So that's a C major. Now you're probably thinking, I think I know where this is going. If we're going to make a seventh chord, we're probably going to add in the seventh here, and that is absolutely right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now 7. Now there's the 7 there. Now this is where things get a little bit tricky because we don't just add in the 7 here. What we actually do is we take it down another half step to make a seventh chord. So we go down 1, down 2, and it sounds like this. Hear that? Hear how jazzy that is? It's so spicy. There we go. Now that key that I didn't play before, the B, the one that's actual 7, that's if we play that, we still get a lovely chord. Ooh, that is a C major 7th. Now, the way that you're gonna remember these is, and I've never heard it explained this way, but this is how it makes sense to me. Basically, if you want to make your chord sound spicy, take the main note, as in, like if it's a D chord, take a D and go down 2 steps. So here's a D, go down 2 steps, down 1, down 2, and add that into your chord. So here is a D major chord, and if we want to make it spicy, we add in that C. Yeah? Hearing that? Pretty nice. That's D minor, but yeah, and then add in that C. Ooh, spicy. We can do it with major though. D major. Ooh, spicier because we added in that 2 step down. So that's how you make a chord spicy. And if you want to make a chord spicy but kind of sad, you just go down 1 step and you get a major 7th. So for that D, that's like. Oh my gosh, doesn't that just break your heart? Isn't that the most beautiful chord? It is my favourite kind of chord, a major 7th chord. I use them all the time and I absolutely love them because they are just so gorgeous. Basically, I'm not going to mess around with any other kinds of chords there. All we're going to have is major chords, minor chords, 7ths and major 7ths. So for C, there's C major, there's C7, spicy, and if we want it to be spicy sad, we just go down 1 step from that C. Oh my goodness. I tell you where there's a good example of a major 7th chord is in Literally Everyone Else in the World, which goes like this. It starts, we're on F, yep. Literally everyone else in the world. Yes, he's literally everyone else. And then on that F chord, how do we make that spicy sad? We just go down 1 step from the main note, which is F, so we just hop down to this E and add that in. And if I add that in, you'll probably recognize it if you know the song. Literally everyone else in the world. Yes, he's literally everyone, spicy sad, else in the world. So, alright, that's a little bit of a warm-up. If you know a lot about music or a lot about music theory, you probably know more than me. I've self-taught a lot of this and kind of scrounged together knowledge from like the internet and stuff, so possibly you are just like screaming at the screen right now because I've missed out some crucial detail, but I'm just trying to make this as accessible as possible. I do think that playing music should be for everyone, and it's not that hard once you get some practice, and it slightly winds me up how many obstacles there are when you're learning music that there just don't need to be. So back to that chord sequence we were talking about. F, G, E minor, A minor. Pretty cool, right? Pretty jazzy. Oh, it looks like Ellen's in the chat. Hello, Ellen. Hey, I know that song, she says. Grogadugga Who says Spicy Sad needs to be a t-shirt. Okay, so there's that F. Now, in fact, let's try adding that major seventh to make it the same as the one in literally everyone else in the world. So just add an E in there. Yeah, that sounds nice. I think that's going to move nicely into the G. Correct. That sounds pretty cool. I always like to play piano when I'm like composing and trying out chords in this sort of low half of the piano, because everything sounds better when it's not too high. When everything's a little bit sort of smushed together and overlapping, I think it makes everything sound more lush. But a good way to test if your chord is working or if it actually sounds bobbins and you just can't tell is to just try it higher up. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's cool. All right, so we're chucking that major seventh. Absolutely. Now what I did there was I turned that G into a seventh chord. How did I do that? You know how I did it. By taking the main note, G, and going down 2, 1, 2, to make it spicy. Not spicy sad, just spicy. Yeah. Now, forget all of the chord sequences we've been playing. If I just play that by itself, sounds kind of jazzy, sounds kind of cool, sort of like kind of I don't know, well, it's a bit sort of ragtime but kind of classic jazz. It certainly doesn't sound sad, but, and this is the beautiful thing I think about composing, especially on piano or any instrument really, is that it's all about context. So in the context of what we've been playing before that, if I play that G and then go to the G7, I think it sounds achingly sad. So if I go, ooh, doesn't that physically hurt you? It physically hurts me, but I think that's nice. I think that sounds lovely. Let's try it high. That's nice. And then the other thing I like about that is that we have a sort of repeating pattern in there, because I mean, you can see along the bottom of the screen there the shape I'm making, and then I'm dropping one note in the middle of the chord down, so I'm going from there to there, and then in the G chord I'm moving to the F. I'm doing the exact same thing, so I think that gives it a nice sort of. This is a good opportunity to talk about something that that I was taught when I had piano lessons a couple of years ago, about 6 months before I released the first album, Short Songs with Long Titles, and my piano teacher taught me something that is so useful and I think is so important, which is that basically you want to play all of your chords, as far as obviously there are exceptions to this rule, but in general, what sounds really nice is to be moving your fingers as little as possible. So if I was going to play an F major chord, a really easy way to do it is like here, do 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 do, like that. Start on F here in your right hand and go up, and then if I was going to play that A minor, then up here, do do do. So the sequence we were doing would be F, G, E, A. And you can hear that A up there is kind of reaching quite a lot higher than anything else we've been playing. But because you can play these notes in any order, Sorry, the chat's making me laugh. Because you can play these notes in any order, so that F and that A and that C, that's an F major chord. I can play A, F, C here, which in fact is what we were doing. I can play F, C, A, and these are all F major chords. It means that basically there are a lot of different ways and places that you can play a chord. And what it means is you can structure how you're playing so that your hands move around as little as possible. So that F here, to move to the G, I only have to move everything up one step. I could also go from here, if I wanted to go to a G, I could also go down to G, D, B here. That's the same. And that's also a really nice way, if you don't want to be using lots of different chords as well, that's a really nice way of kind of getting double duty out of everything you play. So a sequence could go like this. G, and then back to F, and then back to G, but now we play it somewhere else. You hear that sounds like 3 chords, I think. F, G. That's a really sweet progression, I think. But we're only playing 2 chords there. It's just that we're playing one of them in a different place. So where did we get up to? I quite liked this. Let's move on to that C minor chord there, which is the next in the sequence. That's an E minor chord. Absolutely lovely. I'm just going to try it with an E major chord. Cthulhian Dream says, hooray for inversions! Inversions is what it's called when you sort of play those things in different places. I'm just going to try that sequence with an E major chord. I don't think it will sound good, but we're experimenting, right? So hey, that doesn't sound so bad. That wants to go somewhere, doesn't it? Da, da, that's where it's going. Da. Now, a lot of the time when I'm trying to work out songs, because I don't have a lot of music theory, it comes down to this, basically being able to hear in my head where it should go, and then trial and error, trying to backwards figure out where it should go. So let's see if we can do that. This is where things start to get a bit plinky plonky and trial and error. Okay, so I think what I'm hearing in my head is still A minor, which is where we were going before. Let's try that. Cool. That sounds great. That sounds great. Okay, the chat. I'm going to... Ooh. Mephi2Go says try an E7. Okay. Yeah, I mean that also sounds dope. Okay, chat. Question for you. I'm going to ask you which of these 2 sequences you prefer, and then we'll sort of run with the one that you like the most. Emily Price says the E7 adds mystery. I like it. Ooh. Mysterious. Mysterious. Ooh. We're lost in the woods. What's that? A bear? Could be nothing. Just my shadow? It's impossible to know. Okay, alright. I'm going to play 2 sequences. One has an E major chord, one has an E minor chord. I want you to just generally sort of tell me, like, which of these 2 ones do you prefer. Okay, so here's option 1. Number 1. Number 2. do we think? What do we think? We prefer 1 or 2? James Kung says go to F major. F major at the end for a funky uplift. I wonder if that's F major 7. 2. Alright, 2. Steezy says number 1 reminds me of La La Land. Yeah, all nice piano music reminds me of. Okay, we're kind of. Emily Price votes for 1, but a lot of people liking the second. All right, cool. Well, isn't that lovely? Because I really didn't think that would work. That was a complete. That was a complete accident. How charming. Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds good. I like that. That was the same sequence. It was the same chords, just played in different places. So I went up the first time, sort of going up each time, up to the E major. Oh, sorry, up to the E major, and then the A minor 7th, and then the second time going down. Yeah, that's nice. Hannah Milligan says, are you playing on a Yamaha? Yes, I am. This is a Piaggio NP12. It is not very fancy. But what I like about it is that it is so slim. If you don't have a lot of space, as you can probably tell, I don't have a lot of space. It's an incredible keyboard. It doesn't have weighted keys, is the only thing. Weighted keys like sort of make it feel more realistic, like a piano. These are a bit sort of electronic-y, plinky-plonky. You have to work quite hard to like get your dynamics, which is like whether you play sort of like loudly or quietly. Cool. Prince Raisin and the Bear says E is the dominant 5th for A minor, which is why it works. I'll take your word for it. I'll take your word for it. Prince Raisin and the Bear. I go completely by ear, but that sounds lovely. So where should it go now? We could go straight to the A minor. So that sometimes works if you basically just take out a chord. So let's try taking out that E and going straight to the A minor 7th. I have been playing it as an A minor 7th for the last 10 minutes or so. I played it again. I shouldn't have done that. All right, twice round. First time, yeah, with the E and to the A minor, and then F up to G, straight to A. Once round, F to the G, 7th, E to the A minor 7th, F, G, and this time straight to the A. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Let's see if there's somewhere else we can go. So we've got options. It wants to go, which I think very good chance is a C. No. G. You know what? That doesn't sound terrible. Let me try keeping it on G, but maybe just moving where I play the G up a little bit. We'll give it a go. Oriental Habit says, perhaps a dumb question, but do you usually write music then fit lyrics to it, or vice versa? That's not a dumb question at all. I do a little bit of both, to be honest. For the most part, lyrics first. If like some lyrics occur to, I come up with the melody. The melody is the sort of the top single tune, like that that's, you know, that's a melody. The thing I was just humming over this. That's just an improvised melody that would fit nicely over this. So I normally do that, and then, you know, try and fit lyrics to that when they you know, occur, basically. I'm very pleased that people are saying that this is relaxing, which is nice, because that is what I want. Cathelian Dream says you can work a nice little turnaround at the end by walking down from the A minor to G to F. Right, for walking down from the A minor to G to F. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's nice. That's good. There's man. There's something in that. Shy Violet says, "Am I the only one who's got to listen to it with their eyes closed to really listen? Am I crazy? Maybe. Absolutely, you're not crazy." Let me try playing it up here so that some of what we're playing is a little bit clearer. That's what happened when we just go to the G at the end there. Mephi to Go says, "I'd put a C over G after the A7. We can try that." Yeah, that sounds nice. Yeah, that's nice. Look, I'll tell you what, let's fit that in because I think it walks us down nicely. So to explain what's going on there, so normally when we play a chord, you would play a note down here, let's make it a C, and then you would play the notes, let's say make it a C minor, just to jazz it up here, like that, C major. But you can play the notes in a C major chord over anything you want for a different sort of sound. So what we were doing there was, instead of in the bass, instead of playing a C, we were playing a G, and it just subtly changes the quality of the note. I think the reason that what we just played works is because the A minor that we were playing, you know, if you look at those notes, if you look at them on the screen along the bottom there, the E and the G and the C are all in C major, so it's only this A that is that shouldn't be there. So if we do that and then put the G in the bass, yeah, that's nice. I'll tell you what, we'll use that to get back. Yeah, that's nice. Let's play it up high. Lovely, lovely. That was a top suggestion. I wonder what happens if I roll it. I wonder what happens if I roll it down chromatically and where were we? Sorry, I got lost there. Do we think that adds something? Here it is. I don't think it adds loads. Doesn't sound bad. I don't think it adds loads, so let's lose it. Let's not keep that in there. Although there is some love for it in the chat. People liking the chromatic move. Interesting. I feel like at some point it should sound good if a C is in here. So I'm just going to try ending that going to C. Let's see what happens. No, it's not right. Is it because of that E major that we added? Let's try it with the minor. Yeah, that sounds okay. Alright, so I think if we'd have stuck with the E minor, then we could go to G. So, here's what I'd like to try. I'd like to try playing the sequence that we've got so far, which is F major, G major, with some sevenths in, but no need to list them. The F, the G major, the E major, and the A minor. And then the second time round, what if we go F, G, E minor, C. No, it's not right. It needs to go back to A minor. But what if then after that we go F? I know this will work. G to C. Yeah. Which tells me that what we're doing here is we're actually playing in C, because that, even though we've not played a C chord in this yet, that just feels like home. Joshua Edie suggests third time through F, G, C, C over B, A minor. We can try that. G, and then the C. Hey, that's cool. I like that. I've got a lot of time for that. Yeah. That sounds pretty good. Shy Violet says, can we hear how it sounds all together? Yeah, absolutely. Robert Crossley says, Luke, I'm playing along with my bass and loving it. I'm so glad to hear. All right, let's try playing that up here just so that you can really get a clearer sense of the harmonics at work here. And I'll just play the chords, no flair. Yeah, that's nice. The reason that I think that sounds so lovely is because that B over the C major, and then with the B in the bass, still sounds. See, now that we've put a B in the bass there, but if you remember from earlier in the stream, do you remember how we were talking about making a C chord sound spicy sad? We just go one step down from the main note, which is C. So there, that's a B. So that would be. That's a spicy sad C chord, and what we're basically doing is taking that B from the top and we're putting it in the bass, and oh yeah, so it yeah, that works. That's cool! That sounds cool! Sorry, supposed to be chill, supposed to be calm. Cool. And then I think we can end that very simply by ending F, G, C. That. Okay, so what we've got there is we've got 3 bars, if you like. 3 phrases, almost. F, G, E major, A minor 7th, F, G, C, A, F, G, C, which is great. That would be a perfectly acceptable verse. I don't know if this is going to work or if this is going to make it sound muddled, but I am tempted to try adding a sort of duplicate of phrase 1, but with the E minor in there. You might not normally have a sequence that... Let's give it a go. Robert Crossley says, on the last C chord, I'm trying a bass line that runs C, B, A, G, then back onto the F. What was that? C, B, A, G? Yeah, of course. Yeah, run it down, man. Whoa, what did I just do? That sounded sweet. Okay, what I did there, by accident, was when I played that G major chord, instead of going G major and then 7thing it, as we've been doing, by putting the F in there, I played it the other way around, so it's 7th first, so it's straight to the 7th, and I think that sounded pretty sweet. Yeah, man. Whoa, okay, hang on. A challenger appears. That sounds even better. What are we discovering here? Where is the secret in you? How was it done? What was that? That was a C. I was putting a C in the G chord. Oh, yeah, that sounds great, man. Woo! What's the best way to serve that up? That's nice. Oh, is Mike in the chat? People are saying hi, Mike, so maybe he's there. He can be elusive. What do we... Can someone with more music theory explain to me exactly what's happening there when I play that Happy Little Accident, adding the C into there to the G chord? It sounds like what's happening is it's... I'd be tempted to say that that's like a I don't know, it sounds a bit like it might be a 9th or something. Oh, there we go. James Kung says works because it's like a F add 2 inverted. Mephi to go says it's a G chord with a 4th instead of a 3rd. Yeah, you know what? It doesn't matter why. It doesn't matter why it works. It works. Yeah, let's just play that. Now, notice how little I'm moving my right hand there. James Kung says add 9th. Yeah, there's a 9 in there. Mephi to go says A G sus 4. Okay, right. This is the thing. Chords can be described in a lot of different ways. And I don't want to get bogged down in what's what, but it sounds lovely. I'm glad that in the chat people are explaining why that sounds good. Oh, there's Mike. I see him. Okay, cool. You know what? I don't think that it's a beautiful accident, that, but I don't think it gels right with the E that we've got going on. All right, let's have a fiddle around. That feels like it needs to be. That feels like it shouldn't happen the first time. That feels like a sort of fun, like a sort of version 2 of a sequence that you've already heard before. But it gets us back to C perfectly. So I tell you what, let's just. Previously we were ending this with the F F F F F F C C C C G G G even C, and that was a little boring. But now we got a way to spice it up, which is lovely. That's a great ending. Sorry, start again. Cool. That's nice, right? Preeta Geek says music is just one long QTE but more rewarding. That is so true. That is such a true description. Lovely. All right. I want to throw some more ideas into the mix here because I love what we've got. I'm definitely at the point now when I'm messing around with music like this. I definitely reach a point where I risk going too far, overloading, and just forgetting what I've done, which is kind of why this is so perfect to do on a live stream, right? Because I just have a record. I can just I can just refer back to that. I was like, what was I playing? Yeah, this is a perfect visual record. All musicians should do this. Better musicians than me should do this. Too much. Is that too much? That might be too much. That might be too much. Hello. Jazz entered the chat. James Kung suggests saving the F C for the end of the song. I think that, yeah. Good call, good call. But that takes us back to what we were talking about, like resolving. Like we didn't. There's no C in there until right at the end, and yet when you get to that C, you're like, oh, we've come home. Even though the first chord you hear is an F, so you would think that that is, you know, where you think that that's where. You think that that's a key you'd be playing in, is what I'm trying to say. But in fact, no. I guess we were playing in C. I don't know that for 100% sure, but I know what I hear. And that sounds right. That sounds like home. Okay. Right. Now, there's a few... So that is one lovely sequence that we've come up with there, and I am absolutely delighted with it. And thank you so much, everyone in the chat who was with those excellent suggestions. I especially liked the roll. That was great. That was great. I'll tell you what, just for my own benefit now, I'm just going to record this into the keyboard so that I can refer back to it later on the stream, just so I remember exactly what we were doing. Did I get that right? I think so. Close enough. Okay, alright. Cool. Alright, that'll help. Right, now I know that there's a chord sequence in F that I... that I quite like. Unfortunately, I only know it on the guitar. But maybe this is a good opportunity to just see what happens if we try and play some guitar. Right, brace yourselves, folks, for everything to go technically wrong. And I think when we try this, there may be an unavoidable delay. Well, it's probably not unavoidable, but I don't know how to avoid it. But we're gonna, man, let's just try it. Let's just give it a go. So I'm gonna switch to my Logic interface here. I'm also going to switch to a different pair of headphones, ones that let me hear what I'm playing. Alright, let's get these bad boys on. There we go. I've entered pilot mode. And here is a guitar. Good. Okay. Alright, so can I hear this? I can hear it. Can you hear that? That's the question. Let me know in the chat if you can hear that. Is that coming through? Are we getting that? Oh, cool. Alright. Okay, people can hear it very clearly. Lovely. Oh, yeah, but yeah, there is quite... It sounds like it's coming through nicely, but there's a bit of a delay from when I play it, so like... Yeah. So I strum that, and you probably get it a few seconds later. Alright, well, in that case, we won't mess around with this for too long then. But, alright, so I just want to try another... First, I just want to try translating what we've been doing on the keyboard to the guitar to see how that sounds. So I'm going to play these chords nice and high. So that's the F that we started with, and then we were major seventh. Yep. And then we went to a G, didn't we? And then the seventh. Oops. Yep, and then it was the E major, but I'm going to play that up here because it's a bit closer to the F. And then the A minor, 7 up there. Okay. Alright, that sounds nice. Oh, people ask about the Maker guitar. Yeah, it's a Gretsch. It is a Gretsch. A Gretsch Electromatic. The reason I like it is because it has this incredibly low action, which means that the distance between the strings and the frets is barely anything. So you almost just, you can press down so gently to sound your chords. Also just sounds really chill, I think. Where should I have gone? I guess that was in A. Cool. Which you know, because it sounds right when you end on that. Cool, okay. Alright, that was nice. But also kind of a digression. That wasn't anything like what we were playing, was it? On the piano. But okay, where I had an that sounds nice. Where are we going? That sounds nice. So that's F. What I'm trying to do here is figure out another sequence. Another sequence that is like starts on an F. And then we'll move it back to the that sounds nice. That sounds nice, right? That's chill. It sounds a bit more sort of surfy. Yeah, Frodo Baggins says feels kind of surf rock. Yeah. Right, so that is a lovely chord sequence, but here's the thing, does it sound good when we translate it? So let me just quickly clarify exactly what we're doing there. That's F major, then to, what's that? That is D minor 7th to, where are we there? That's A, yeah, alright, that's A, sharp, or B flat if you prefer, to C. Fair enough. Alright, C. Well, that's easy. Well, we know we like C's. Oh, Prince Raisin and the Bear's helping me out. Yeah, F, D minor 7th, B flat to C. Okay, so now let's switch back to the keyboard and see if that translates nicely to what we were doing before. Okay, alright, bye-bye guitar for now. Thank you for your loyal service and for being so chill. Okay, alrighty. Oh, take these headphones off. Put back on. Could you hear my snare drum there? I've got a snare drum just hanging around down here. There you go. Pick that up without destroying everything. There we go. There we go. Sneaky little snare drum cameo. Okay, let's pop that down. Okay. CH, it says, is there any instrument you don't have, Luke? Yes, there are so many. What make is the snare, says Shep. That is a Mapex Black Panther. Oh, man. Okay, right, so where were we? There we go. Prince Raisin the Bear says you'll need to transition key from C to F, so maybe add a 7 on the final C in the verse before switching to the new sequence. We can try that. We can try that. So how did we end? We ended like. Beautiful. That's a great transition there. Let's hear how that sounds without the 7th. It won't sound as good. Sounds okay, but the 7th sells it. Adding a 7th, the spicy stuff, is just such a swell way of indicating to the listener that we're going somewhere. Like, you know, if I'm going like, hang on, let's move up here. Let's keep it in F and G because it's what we've been using. If I'm like. Headed. I'm very excited that we've just added a D chord. I love D. I don't know. Phrasing, Luke. I love D chords. I don't know why. The D major 7th. That one. That's maybe my favourite chord. I think they sound really Zelda-ish. I think they sound cool. Okay, so let's refresh on where we were, what we were playing on the guitar. So we had it. If we were going, we were going that. So we had C, C7th, and then F. Yep, and then it was to the B flat, wasn't it? Is that right? Is that where we were going? No, it was the D. Sorry, forgot about the D already. Yeah. Oh wait, no, it was a D minor, wasn't it? So it wasn't that, but it was this. Oops. I think this sounds nice leading the right hand. Like that. Oops, sorry. Sound nice if I played it right. What do I want there? go to E. That could also sound good. Yeah. Do you think this sounds like something from Greece? I think this sounds like something from Greece. Rivendell Panda says, is it easier to play a piano if left-handed? I honestly would not know. You know what? I'm left-handed, and what I appreciate is that I really don't have to think very hard about... I don't have to look at my left hand normally. It just has that extra bit of dexterity to sort of know where to go. That said, if you're playing in the right hand, very normal techniques like fanning chords, which is like this... That is not super easy for me to do that with your non-dominant hand. Henry says, "Luke, those are the Hallelujah chords. Is that right? We're playing Hallelujah. Is that it? For real?" And it... Who knew? There you go, man. All right, sorry that we ripped off Hallelujah, but you know what? It doesn't sound anything like Hallelujah. This is the thing. Like everything we've been playing, you'll have heard that chord sequence in loads and loads and loads of songs. Like, man, it is you're not going to come up with an original chord sequence. I'm sorry. It's just. There's too many options, man. Okay, so let's just try and put that together, what we've got so far. I don't want this to dissolve into just sort of messing around on and keep some structure. The one thing I would hate is for this stream to be like that dude at a party who's brought a guitar. So yeah, man, I really... Let's stay on topic. So let's try and play, if I can remember it all, everything we've got so far. How did that go again? We went... was the C. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, I'm going to play that through once more because... And this is the point at which music composing starts to get time-consuming, because you can't get a feel for something unless you play it right the way through. And you can't get a feel for it unless you play it right the way through correctly. So... Let me try that once more, because I like it, but I'm going to be completely honest. I have some reservations, but let's hear it. Here's the thing. Two beautiful chord sequences. I don't know if they... I don't know how naturally and beautifully they gel. It's not that it doesn't work. It sounds nice. They are they're really different. The tone is so... It's a you know, it's a left turn. What were we playing there? It was the A over C. Tricky. That's tricky. It's... If I was writing this by myself and trying to write a song, I would worry that those sequences... that it's just a bit of a left turn tonally, because this is so... This has a real... It's... How to describe that? Sounds deliberate, I think. It sounds yeah, it sounds very I'm at risk here of using some very sort of fluffy and meaningless terms, but it sounds like it knows what it is. It's sad, but it's not like out of control. And this that is it's yearning and it's earnest and it's kind of ballady, but it's working in a register that feels a bit big and aware of itself. I don't know if it's because now I'm thinking of like Leonard Cohen and stuff, but it's got that kind of 50s kind of thing. It's like, yeah, someone in the chat mentioned Earth Angel. Alex Samara said, it goes from sad and coping to suddenly, hey, I've fallen in love. That is, you've put it perfectly there, Emily Price. The first sequence is sad and nostalgic, and the second is sad and hopeful. That is exactly it. And I don't like hope. I don't like that sudden... This to me feels... That feels too nice. It feels too nice. It's not that it isn't nice. I love the chord sequence. I love it so much. And in fact, if we weren't playing the first bit, if we had just started with that, I think it would stand on its own 2 feet beautifully and capably, but I just get the vibe that because it is hopeful and kind of sad, but hopeful and like, yeah, hey, I'm in love, man. Coming after something that's so melancholic, it's hitting my ear false. Stop me if I am. Oh, that was nice. What was that? What did I just play by accident there? Oh yeah, that's nice. That was nice, right? That was a good little accident. Yeah. That's nice. Suggested in the chat, maybe reverse the order of the 2 parts. That's cool. Prince Raisin and the Bear with another excellent suggestion. Go from the C7 to F. So that's the. Then maybe walk up chromatically as so. F to A. Oh, sorry. F to. Oh right, sorry. That's F to A minor over F sharp. To C over G to E7. Yeah. I played that very slowly and ponderously, but I think I can see where you're going there. I think that would legitimize the transition a bit. Let's try playing them. Let's try just swapping them. Maybe that. Who knows? Maybe that would be wonderful. That would be wonderful if that worked. All right. So clear your mind. The song's not started yet. We've not even begun. Here's how we start. Where this is going. Need to solidify what we're doing there. Alright, once more. So let's try to play it again reversed. Better. I think. I could be wrong. What are we doing there? It's an A. It's the A minor over C. Henry says, they still feel like 2 different songs to me. Okay, you know what? At this point, if I was writing this, and I guess I am writing this with all of your help, I would want another option. I'm going to take the chord sequence that we came up with second. This guy. I'm going to park it, and I'm going to go back to first principles, and I'm going to play an F chord and just think about where that could go. So that's a G sharp. Just fixing what notes we're dealing with in my mind here. So I can figure out a nice place to play it. That's got some intention. That's got a... There's something there. There's something there. Prince Raisins the Bear's back in the chat. You're at G sharp over E, yeah. G sharp. You're at E over G sharp. But you could try it as G sharp diminished 7 instead. So. Ooh, okay. Yeah, that's nice. That was nice. Sorry, saying this is going to sound very muddy until we figure it out. Yeah, that sounds cool. Now, that does sound nice, but we changed very little. We're still starting with an F, and we're going to a G. All we're doing different is instead of this G major here, we're playing this muddy old mess chord here. Very different. That's a lot less melodic. That's much more of a... Alright, okay, there's the chat's reacting sort of enthusiastically to that. Conceptually, so that's going to sound sick on guitar, says Emily Price. Ah. Okay. Check it. Yeah, and then this time, that thing we were doing was only slightly different. That's cool, right? That sounds cool. Come on, Luke. Come on. Capra Lord says, "Ooh, this is a really good direction." Alright, cool. Okay, alright, so we were onto something here. Oops. Let's play that again. Does that go back nicely to the beginning? Yeah, I think so. I tell you what, I like that. All right, so let's just talk through what we've got going on there. So, because there was a bit of fudging, and I was very much going by ear there with the that and the that. I don't really know what's happening there, so it's worth just pausing to just think about it. Oh, cool. All right. So there's some people. Yeah, there's some. Oh, I'm so pleased. The chat's like, yeah. That's a good direction. That. Oh man, how rewarding. And all we had to do was make up a whole lovely chord sequence and completely throw it away. But that's the process, right? So that's easy enough. That's just F to G and D minor. And then we went, this is the thing we had before. Just added that D on the top because it just feels right. Thanks, chat, for suggesting this groovy chord. That's pretty it's pretty intriguingly messed up. I like that. Nice and chill. We're getting emotional again. I wonder if maybe that leads into the thing we abandoned. Oh my goodness, are things about to come full circle? How have we come up with a perfect bridging chord sequence? It's just possible. Let's try it. Man, let's try it. Is the chat with me? I've been looking at the keyboard for a little while. Shep says, "Hey Luke, you made me start my music page. That's awesome." Sun Arctus says, "Careful, Luke, you're bringing in some hope again." Yeah. Okay, right, at the risk of bringing in hope. Let's try and put it all together. If I can remember all that. I've got to say, just going back now. I'm less sure about that C over A now. That's great. No changes there. I think it sounds a bit. Let's go for. Let's just go. Let's just go for a straight C. At the risk of not jazzing things up enough. No, that can't. That's not right. I think let's just go for just. Let's just play an A minor 7th, but let's play it in a different position. Let's play it down here so that it sounds different to the one we're playing here. I think that'll do. Play this up here because I just want to hear that harmony a bit clearer. Yeah, I think that's okay. Again. And then where was the last shuffling note? Okay, all right. I think we brought it all together there. So we just need to figure out how that is. We just need to figure out how that's ending. Because we can go. I feel like we can go around here all day. And not change anything because it's gorgeous. So yeah, we have. So that feels like home, which is proof that we've moved to F. Okay, right. Now, probably at this point, you're probably sick of hearing that. But guess what? Every time I write a song, I'm sick of hearing it after a little while. So we've got to commit it to memory. We've got to get it in here, so I'm going to play it through once more, and then we'll figure out what to do next. We're also going to have to figure out a consistent time thing here because I've just been playing and playing. In fact, let's turn on the metronome. Oh gosh, we're in 3/4 time. How did that happen? Okay, now we're on the 6th. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Okay, there we go. All right. Slow that way down. We were kind of playing it in 3/4 though, weren't we? Do we want it to swing like this? Do you want it to sound like this? Oh, what? Okay, well, okay, no idea how I did that. Wait, hang on. You possibly can't hear that. In my ears, I've changed it to like some weird sort of strings nonsense. There we go. Yeah, okay, all right. So yeah, everyone heard that. Cool. Sorry about that. Do you want it to sound like this? We're swinging it, or do you want it in 3/4 time? I just have to find that again now. 3. Sorry, only I can hear the metronome, I think. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now, or do you want it as a waltz? Sorry about that. 1. I think I prefer the swing, you know. All right. Back to 4/4 time now. Everyone's liking the swing. Yeah, okay. And maybe we lose the swing here. 2, 2, 2. So it's not quite so jazzy just for that bit. Great. Okay, cool. All right. I think that might be a little slow, but yeah, we definitely want to be in 4/4 time, I think. All right. Lovely. Okay. I don't have enough music theory to know why that works, but it does work. It sounds pretty good. So here's what I want to know. Shall we try recording that? Should we try recording that? Shall we try recording that? There is a full disclosure. At the point where we try and record this, this stream is going to get a lot less creative and a lot more like me trying again and again and again to play something, play something correctly and in time. So, all right, you were warned. Full disclosure. Okay, let me just. Oh, hang on. Just got to set up the Mac again. All right. Well, it's everyone's saying yes. So 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just try and hear how it should sound in my. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now I need to find. I've got a metronome app on my phone that'll tell me what beat that is that I'm clicking to. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So I just tap. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, looks like 120 BPM. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah, that's coming in about like 120. Okay. Right, so got to do some. What have I got to do? I've got to take the keyboard. Things are about to get technical. Full disclosure, there's a chance this just won't work. This might be something we have to try on a future stream. But hey, I'm going to give it a go. So I'm going to move us over to our editing interface. I'm unplugging the keyboard. I am talking through what I'm doing to try and make it make sense in my head. I'm plugging the keyboard now in as an input. Let's see if we can see it. External MIDI. Yeah, that's what we're dealing with. Oh, look at that. Did that work? Yep. All right, that's going through. But here's the big question. Are you guys hearing that? I think maybe not. You hearing that? No, you're not hearing that. Okay. Oh boy. Alright, so why is that happening? That is an OBS problem, not a... Alright, okay, give me a sec. Okay. Gotta open my sound preferences now. Okay, that should be working. So, alright, here's what we're gonna do. We are going to restart some stuff. Sometimes restarting stuff fixes it. Okay, so while we're waiting for that to possibly sort out, how about we do a little bit of Q&A. If anyone has any questions about Difficulty Spike, which is a song of mine that just came out today. If anyone has any questions about that, you are yeah, you are welcome. You are welcome to ask. While we wait for some stuff to restart and see what happens. See if anything fixes itself. Shep says, "Why is it so good?" That's a very kind question to ask, and I don't know the answer. Frodo Baggins says, "How long did it take to write?" That's one that I can't. That's one that I kind of can answer, and the reason is, the answer. Sorry, how long did it take to write? I started it in earnest as soon as I finished Model Ships, pretty much. So I would guess sort of like end of January to now. That said, the chord sequence in the chorus is something that I have been messing around with since I was about, maybe like 20, 21 years old. Like, you know, a young fellow. I love that sequence. So that is something that I've been, playing around with. Red Roses says, "Where do you get inspiration from?" I don't know. I try and listen to a lot of music. I try and listen to a lot of different types of music. I try and listen to a lot of show tunes. And apply the sort of big, earnest sounds of show tunes to like faster, punkier music, or at least that's kind of the kick that I'm on at the moment. Alfie says, "Is it based on your life? Difficulty spike at level 30. Is that based on personal experiences? Obviously, level 30 being 30 years old." Yeah, it kind of is. Man, like at the start, was having a really hard time at the start of the year with like mental health stuff. Nothing, to worry about. It's under control, and anyone else who has mental health stuff going on will know that it ebbs and flows a little bit. And you go through sort of rough patches. I think things were a bit tricky just for a little while at the start of the year, but nothing nothing to worry about too much. But I guess it was more difficulty spike around level 30. I think as much as anything, I just liked the gag. Hot Shame says, "What's the origin of the song? What inspired you to write that specific song?" It was definitely that. I was thinking about video games, I was thinking about RPGs, and I was thinking specifically about what a terrible RPG life would make, because it's so imbalanced in so many ways. It's like terrible game design. And well, I mean, that's the gag of the song. So yeah, that's basically where it came from. I thought of that line first, and then I was like, hey, I wonder if I can think of 2.5 minutes of other lyrics that are sort of about that are riffing on that same idea. The idea that life is a bad RPG, and it turned out I could. And then although I say that it could, like the last bit of the song is just a long guitar solo, and I did think about trying to go back to another chorus after that guitar thing, but I was playing it and it just felt right to put a long fade out on it, and so that's what I did. I was really inspired guitar wise by the band Social Distortion. They have a wonderful song called "Story of My Life," which I would absolutely recommend checking out if you haven't heard it already. It's pretty famous, I guess, so you probably have heard it. But the guitar in that, I mean, I can't play guitar as well as the Social Distortion folks, but the guitar in that, the way that it sounds and the way that it's kind of chill and the way that those solos just run for just like a little bit longer than you think they're going to, I totally wanted to emulate that. So that long guitar stretch at the end, that is definitely me trying very, very hard to riff on "Story of My Life" by Social Distortion. So yeah, check out Social Distortion. Right, I'm going to quickly check back in with this to see if anything is working any better than it was. That's not terribly promising. Anyone hearing that? Anybody hearing that? No? Alright, I'm going to try one more thing. At this point, I am just unplugging things and then plugging them back in. That's all I got. That's all I got. But you know what? Often that fixes stuff like this. Okay. Wow. You are just not playing ball today, are you? There we go. How about now? Okay. Right. Okay, open that back up. You know what, I'm gonna... Alright, is this gonna come through? Yeah, okay, alright. Okay, we're getting Mac audio now. In fact, what you are hearing is the show of the weekend, LMKK slider thing, because that was the last thing that I had open in Logic Pro. So here you go, have a little bit of that. Okay, right, that's enough, right? New... Close that, please. External MIDI. Yes. Now, touch wood. Okay. You're not getting that, are you? That is not coming through. Why though? Let me try adding a guitar just for the hell of it to see if that does anything. Add a guitar. Oh, you're getting that? Oh, you're getting that. Okay, okay, right, you're getting the guitar. You're getting the guitar. For some reason we're just not getting them settings. Oh god. Oh, wait, hang on. Maybe it's because we wait a minute. Wait a second. We don't want these sounds. We want Let me try this. Where are just my instruments? Alright, at this point. Oh man. Logic, you do not deserve your name because you are not logical. No, we're not getting anything there. Thanks for bearing with me, folks. I'll probably clip this bit out of the on-demand version, or maybe I won't figure out how to do that, and then we won't do that. Okay, use external instrument plugin. Okay. Yeah, MIDI destination. Audio output. Okay, hang on. Have we cracked it? Oh, I don't know. Maybe. Is that? Piano. Grand piano. Hey. Okay, that looks good. There we go. That looks like a thing. You heard something there, I think. I think you heard something there, right? Yeah. Okay. Alright, there you're hearing that, cool. Okay. So I'm gonna turn on my click track, play that. Can we hear that? There's a delay. Click track is loud, people are saying. Yeah, it will be. Hopefully it's not too loud. Oh, okay, alright. Apparently it is painfully loud. Let me see if I can turn it down. This software, man. I love it and I hate it. Metronome settings. Volume. There we go. Turn it down. Alright. How's that sound? Is that more reasonable? Is that better? Alright. Cool. Alright, that's better. Okay, so we're going to try and get this in stretches. So I'll try and record the first bit. Let me just remind myself. We go. The second time is to just the A. Yep. And then. Oh yeah, and then. Okay, cool. All right, let's take a run at that. Okay, that's good, except I forgot one little bit at the end there. So let's take that back to there. This point, record from there. Alright, let's just listen to that back. That sounds good. Alright, so now we record the next little phrase. And I screwed something up there. Nasty smudge in there, so record it again. Last bit. No, play it properly, come on. Bit behind there, could have been better. Let's tighten it up, Luke. Sorry. I did say that's what this is largely what this is going to be. LeBlanc says, "Damn, this looks like a complicated video game." Whalepuck says, "A very unforgiving QTE." Yeah, that's kind of what we're doing here. C. Oh, sorry, it's a C. I keep forgetting. We'll get there. Right, we got halfway through there before I screwed up. Let's just hear how that sounds. There's something to tidy up there in the middle. Alright, I think we got it there. Oh gosh, it's someone's birthday. Whose birthday is it? Caprilord. Oh, happy birthday, Caprilord. Happy early birthday. Happy early birthday. Ah, awesome. Okay, right. Shall we try, shall we just see about maybe like playing some guitar over that? Would people be up for that? Or are people about ready to call it a day and maybe we come back to this next time? What are you thinking? Let me know if you've still got the stamina to go for another 20 minutes or something, or if you'd rather call it there. Shy Violet says, "Ooh, yes. Yeah, guitar, please. Yeah, guitar, man. Guitar, my dude." Okay, all right. I'm getting strong yes for the guitar. All right, let's go. We can go for a little. We can run for a little bit longer. Okay, as long as everybody's having fun, that's the main thing. So what do I need here? I need these headphones. I got like 3 sets of headphones on the go here. Oh yeah. Calm down. Everything's fine. Okay. Are we receiving that? I don't think. Oh, it's because it's muted. I muted the track. Well done, me. There we go. Alright, so we should be receiving that. Now, there's going to be a little bit of a delay on here, but let's just play this through. Metronomes off, shall we? They're stressing me out. We need to tune this bad boy. Because we're sounding a little out. This is the first song every guitarist learns. That was a terrible joke. Whoa, buddy, calm down. What are you doing all the way up there? Can I talk you down? Right, you did not want to be tuned. That's cool. I can respect it. Close enough for jazz. I've had that D right. Can't just that out of control D string. All right, that should sound a little better. Because the we're all mature adults in this chat, says. Who are you trying to fool? Who are you trying to fool? The chat. I'll tell you what I'm missing is a plectrum. I normally have one somewhere around here. Alright, here we go. So because let me move my microphone a little. Just try and pick myself up a little better. Okay, so because the piano has quite a lot of detail in it, I want to say it's not just playing chords. There's quite a lot of like little textures and like notes, sort of swung notes and things like that. Everyone's still making D puns. Oh, for goodness! Sordid jokes. Sordid. Shame on you all. So yeah, because the piano is kind of detaily, I think the guitar should be a bit more like a bit more strummy. Let's see how that sounds if we play it together. Sorry. Got a whole bunch of different effects on this, by the way, which you'll be able to hear, but I won't yet. How about this? How does that sound? This one's called Dueling Cabs. Metro Retro. Oh, okay. So apparently, how is that happening? So I think the delay is. Okay, right. There's loads of delay on this. All right. I tell you what we'll do then. I'll just play something quickly and then we'll sort it out later. Once I play it, you should be able to hear it without delay, so let's hear. For how that sounded, but listen to this, see if it sounds good to you guys. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to record it again, but this time I'm going to get my sound direct from the amp. Might make me a little closer to the beat. Alright. Let's find out. This is gonna be hard to do. If that sounded any better. It's heavily distorted, but like turned down. Drum track. This is a virtual drum track we're adding now. So this guy, Kyle, let's see, how about these are Apple's virtual drummers. Let's try, what if I don't want rock at all? Here we go. What if I want something a bit chill? Pop brush, alright, that sounds nice. Sounds alright. I think what I'm picking up there let's see what happens if we add a slightly different drum track at the point where we move sections. Drums are not sad enough, say the chat. Yep. Let me try and make these drums sadder. I bet it can be done. So let's take the beat to half time. over, folks. We did it. We did it. We made it. Okay, you know what? I don't like the drums. And you know what? If I'm honest, I don't love the guitar. Yeah, I don't love the guitar. I don't think it works. You've got to be prepared to act something if you just don't like it. Nothing sounding better than just the piano by itself. Oh, people say they like the guitar. Folks, I'm pulling out the big guns. I'm going wild. I'm going wild, and this is going to be the last thing we try on the stream because we've been running for a long old time. But I just think it would be a shame not to. It would be a shame not to leave nothing on the table. Leave nothing on the table. That's right. We're breaking out the bass. Electric guitar and bass. Clean bass. Let's go for a nice. You getting that? All right, let's tune it. I'm going to use a pick, even though that's controversial among bassists. Now, I think this has to be real simple. I'm tempted. I would love if there was more percussion, if there was more structure. I think it would sound nice to try like a sort of sort of thing, but. No, I want to play through. I just want to hit the main chords with this because I think it's going to sound nicer. The less there is, I think less is going to be more in this case. Okay, so now I'm pretty sure I can play this bass without having to sort of hear what I'm hearing, if you know what I mean. So. So you guys will be able to hear this as we play it. I'm just going to count on you guys to tell me how this sounds, okay? Need the metronome. First we've got to fix this because we've got a little break in the tune that we don't want. So that's where that's supposed to kick in. more real, as it were. I would spend a lot of time recording that piano part better, just so that the timing was tighter. Like, it is all over the shop, and it's slightly driving me crazy because it sounds way out of time. Drums were like the first instrument that I sort of properly got to terms with, and so like I just can't stand things being just even slightly out. But okay, so I need to just figure out exactly. Sharp. Is that right? Is that right? Is that where we were? Just remind me, keyboard, what were we playing? Yeah, G sharp. Where were we? We were... Yep. Is that right? Okay. Okay. Let's hear it. Then what are we doing now? That's an E flat. Cool. Let's go up. That's fun. That's fun. Like I say, keep it simple. Let's just give it the old college try. See how we do, shall we? Fingers crossed. stop putting that pick in my mouth. That's where we're going from. Just remind myself. Yep. Cool, alright. Nuts, didn't mean to do that, sorry. Ropey. Let's try again. Sorry. That was sounding okay though, right? Drop my pick. Why? There we go. Alright, that was sounding good, but I just fluffed it up basically. So we go again. What did I just say? Luke, come on, focus up. Let's listen to that back. Timing is not going to be super tight, but we should be able to get a vibe for it. Alright. Now, look, let's be real. That sounded rough around the edges, really rough. The timing was all over the place. I was like landing on a certain beat with the piano that then when I went to play the bass was just a little bit off. So what I loved there were the chords and I love the sound of just the piano and the bass. I can't I would not publish that, but I would absolutely write a song that had those chords and that sort of basic melody. And that was basically the plan, right? That's what we were aiming for with this stream, was just to get something, just something that sounded lovely. I hope this has given a little flavour of what it's like to write music if you haven't tried it before. I find the process incredibly rewarding and really fun and so surprising. There has been so many times that it, like in this stream, in the 2.5 hours that we've been streaming, so many times that there's just been like a weird sort of note that we hit by accident, and it just turns out to be a really lovely, pleasant surprise, and ends up working itself into the song. That E, can I turn this up just so you can just hear it through the microphone? That like E major chord that we played, like that we weren't going to play, and especially the like coming down on the that was a real pleasant surprise. And it's little tweaks like that that I think make a song sound complete when it is finished. So if I was taking this further, and I don't know if I will, but if I was going to, I would I'd play the piano just loads more, try and make it straightforward, try and figure out exactly what the swing is, like where we're landing, and then just play the bass just over and over and over it, until you find something that sounds good. But that was that was really fun. I had a wonderful time doing this. This was so much fun, and I'm so pleased with what we came up with. That was really, really lovely. I definitely want to do another one of these, even though I can't think. I think we're gonna struggle to beat a sequence like that. That was really nice. Tony Erickson says, name of the song, crowdfunded. I don't know if Tony Erickson is suggesting hashtag spicy sad squad. Oh, spicy sad squad. We've already got a wonderful quad team name, and it's all named after the wonderful major seventh. Oh, it's spicy, but it's sad as well. Oh my gosh. Ooh. That should have been there actually. Sorry, there we go. There we go. Ooh. It poses a question, but doesn't suggest an answer. Cool. All right, thank you so much everyone who tuned in and watched this. This was a great time. Keep an eye on my Twitter and Instagram to see if I will do another one, and when, if so. Lumos D says, you said you're posting lyrics for difficulty spike. My audio processing disorder says thanks. Yeah, I will do. Probably tomorrow or maybe the day after. Yeah, I'll post lyrics for the song. I appreciate that they are kind of screamed, so it's a little tricky to hear. All right, thanks, Spicy Sad Squad. Thanks for tuning in. Hope to see you next time. If you enjoyed this, then please tell your friends. Tell your friends you had a good time. And all right. Thanks so much for watching, folks. Take it easy. Have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. Bye.